Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rob Ford and I'd like to explain my plan to reduce the size and cost of government in Toronto. Toronto's government has grown bloated and wasteful. For the past 7 years, politicians have raised your taxes instead of managing effectively. It's time for that to stop. It's time to stop the gravy train that provides luxuries and perks to politicians and rich contracts to their friends. It's time to refocus city government on doing its job efficiently and effectively while respecting the taxpayers of Toronto. My plan to do this has 4 main points. First, we will reduce the size of City Council. Toronto has 22 federal MPs, 22 provincial MPPs, and 22 public school trustees. It should have 22 city councillors. Reducing council will make council meetings more productive. It will also make it easier for federal, provincial, city, and school board representatives to cooperate to serve their constituents because they all share the same area. The City of Toronto Act gives us that power to make this change happen for the next city election in 2014. This will give you the chance to elect an all-star team to City Council. We will also save about $15 million each year. Second, we will reduce the size of government. Salaries and benefits make up almost half of the city's budget. Getting spending under control means reducing the number of employees we have. The city and its various agencies, boards, commissions, and corporations have over 50,000 employees, a number that keeps growing in spite of many attempts at hiring freezes. Hiring freezes don't make sense. Anyone who has managed a business understands that key people must be replaced when they leave. Instead of a hiring freeze, my plan is to reduce the city's workforce through attrition. About 6% of city employees retire each year. We will replace only half of the people who choose to leave. In other words, if 6 people retire, we'll only hire 3 people to replace them. That will reduce the total number of employees that we have every year. We'll promote from within to fill many important roles with people who already work for the city. No need for layoffs. This is a simple measure recommended by the Board of Trade. Although it is simple, it will save the city more than $1 billion over the next 4 years. Third, we'll reduce the cost of government by making it more efficient. There is a lot of waste at City Hall. Everyone knows this. Even my competitors are finally admitting this. Every year, City Hall spends more money than it earns. This year, the city is planning to spend almost $500 million more than it will take in. You couldn't run your household like that for long. Instead of managing effectively and trimming its budget, City Hall just raises your taxes. It's just not fair to force you to cut back on essentials so politicians can enjoy their perks. It's time for that to stop. My plan is to set achievable targets for spending reduction as recommended by the Board of Trade and the Mayor's own Blue Ribbon panel. We will then hold senior managers accountable for meeting these targets by delivering quality services more efficiently. My plan sets out a modest reduction target of 2.5% in the first year and smaller targets in the 2 years after that. That's realistic, that's achievable. We can reach this target by cutting waste. We do not need to cut services. We can also find better ways to deliver some services, just like contracting out garbage, which one recent report suggested could save Toronto up to $50 million a year. We'll make all these reductions smartly and while maintaining quality service levels. These simple measures will save the taxpayers almost $2 billion over the next 4 years. Finally, we will introduce a Saving Our City program that will encourage city staff to find ways to save money and improve the bang that taxpayers get for their bucks. Employees who find savings will be rewarded with public recognition and where practical, they will receive a cash award linked to the amount of money they help save. These little savings will add up quickly. As my father taught me, if you look after the pennies, the dollars will look after themselves. The Board of Trade estimates a program like this would save about $17 million each year. Ladies and gentlemen, saving your money requires leadership and accountability. It also requires commitment. For the past 10 years, I have never wavered as the city's strongest voice for smarter financial management. If you elect me as your mayor, my plan will save the city almost $3 billion over the next 4 years. We will have more than enough money to abolish the land transfer tax, to abolish the $60 car registration tax, to improve customer service, and to begin paying back our $3 billion debt. Working together, I know we can do this. Together, we can put Toronto back on a sound financial footing and make sure our children are not saddled with an unpayable debt. Thank you.